Alright, so I got one last Battlestar Galactica Minimate review for you. These two figures are from when the line got kind of revived. It only lasted, 3 series in the original release, and then it lasted another 2 for this release. The characters are Leoben and Starbuck. It's a Toys R Us exclusive. This is Series 1 of 2. I believe 2. There could have been 3, but I don't know. Obviously, the packaging is different. It's more reminiscent of the newer Marvel line, so keeps it consistent with that. Around the character windows, it's got this little Battlestar Galactica insignia, which is very cool. There's some bios here. I'm not going to read them because I'm actually not finished with the show yet, and I don't want there to be any spoilers, just in case. So you can pause them and read them. From what I can tell, I'm going to try and figure these characters out. I think that's Lucy Lawless's character. That's Apollo. That's another Cylon. That's, oh man, what is his name? I forget. That's the priest. That's Adama, which is definitely not that good of a figure. I recommend the other Adama. A Razor Cylon, which is kind of like in the style of the original series. That is, I always forget his name. Oh my god. Oh man. It'll come to me later. I believe that's a mine, like a mine shaft or something. Coal mine Cylon? I don't know. And then that's Leoben and Starbuck. I believe that's the prototype of Starbuck because that figure looks awful. So here's another shot of the side. This is, again, of the prototype, which, in my opinion, looks really awful. Then on the side you've got another one of Leoben, which actually has different hair than the actual release. Alright, I'm going to start this off with Leoben. Leoben's a good character to have, because he's one of the, the main Cylons. Facially, the figure's not great. You can tell who it's supposed to be. You can tell that they made an effort to, make it look like the actor, the character. Like I said, it's definitely not great, but it is pretty good. He's got a very detailed face, a lot of lines, shadows. I think maybe if they hadn't made him look so angry, maybe it would have been a little better. Something I definitely like about the figure is the hair. It's very different. Very cool. The costume is what really makes it look like the character. He's got kind of like this ugly Hawaiian shirt-ish kind of thing going on, which is what he wore a lot in the show. He's got this really weird looking kind of like pixely design on the shirt. He's got an undershirt on. I don't know if the shirt ends there or if this brown is part of the same shirt. It probably is. But yeah, it goes, all the way around. Very ugly design, but it looks good for the character. Although something that I've noticed is that on the show, the character usually wore a vest, like what looked like kind of like a fishing vest over his shirts. So I think if this character had a vest, it would look even more like the character. This figure has no accessories, so that's a downside. He's got very standard pants, just totally black. Same with his shoes. Very boring. Overall, not a great figure. He's good, just not great. Alright, now we are going to end off the Battlestar Galactica Minimate reviews so far, with probably my favorite of the figures that I've gotten so far, Starbuck. Alright, the face doesn't look extraordinarily like Katie Sackhoff, but I think it's got enough of the character in there that you can tell who it is. The hair kind of makes some you know, some shadows obviously over the eyes, so that's pretty cool. But yeah, it definitely looks like her, just not, you know, a lot like her. The hair is very nice. It's just you know, straight blonde. It drapes over her shoulder, which is always really cool. Always adds a bit of detail over her back. Very cool. I really like the hair on this figure. She's wearing just a regular Battlestar Galactica uniform. She's got a necklace on. You know, the one shirt on there, and then the one underneath. Very cool. Her arm here, she has a tattoo. The tattoo is very cool, very detailed. Not many Minimates that I've seen have tattoos. This is probably the second one that I've seen. The other one is the Doc and Wolverine from the Dark Avengers. And then this figure has something that sets it apart from pretty much any other Minimate I've seen. And that's the fact that she's wearing her jacket. She tied her jacket around her waist, which looks just awesome. It's just a regular Galactica uniform. It's really cool. It's got a lot of details. Like, it's got this pouch on its arm, cuffs. It looks like you could, you know, put that on the Minimate. Obviously you can't, though. And if for some strange reason you don't like that, you can take it off and just display her normally, which also looks very good. The pants are the same green color of her jacket. So are her shoes. Very nice. She has here a gun holster, which is very cool. Let me move her arm out of there. So yeah, you got a gun holster there, and obviously she comes with a gun. So this is her gun. Fits very well in her hand, and it looks nice. It looks very futuristic, a little more futuristic than the guns in the show actually looked. But that's okay. At first I actually thought that it was kind of the same mold as the one from the X-Force box set. Whoa. This one here, but it's actually different, which is very nice. You can see that. Different. Now, if this figure does have a downside, it's that it's kind of annoying to put the gun in its holster. It's not that it doesn't fit, it's just that it kind of stays out of it, and it doesn't really stay in too well. So that's kind of annoying. Overall, this is a great figure. One of my favorites, not just in the Battlestar Galactica line, but probably of all time, probably one of my favorite Minimates of all time. He's up there with you know, Hawkman, Kilowog, figures like that. He's really, really great. She's really great. So yeah, definitely just pick this figure up if you could find it. Pick it up. It's great.